All around the world there appears to be reports and strange legends of river monsters. These creatures have left many questioning the very nature of our world. These encounters are often impossible to explain and beg deeper questions surrounding the possibility of far stranger entities. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be going over 5 mysterious river monster encounters that can't be explained. The account of Henry Hudson. The famous explorer Henry Hudson would become known as the first person to journey up the Hudson River. During this adventure, however, he also came into contact with what can only be described as a mermaid-like creature. According to his journal, he wrote that during his second voyage back in 1608, he and his crew encountered a strange creature travelling beside their boat. He wrote that early that morning, as they were travelling, 2 members of his crew looked overboard and saw what appeared to be a mermaid. After the crew alerted others to the creature, the mermaid came back up once again before turning over due to a small wave. Hudson and the crew described her as being similar from the waist up to that of a woman, but from the waist down was that of a tail similar to that of a porpoise. The mermaid was described as having long black hair, pale white skin, and a body similar to the size of that of a normal human being. No other encounters with the creature were reported during the voyage after this initial sighting. Lizzie. Loch Lochy is a large freshwater loch that can be found in Scotland. Although Loch Ness is perhaps the most famous loch in Scotland, this loch is also said to be the home of a cryptid known as Lizzie. This creature is said to look similar to the Loch Ness monster, with each creature having many of the same characteristics. Although it's not been seen as much as Nessie, Lizzie has made itself present over the years. The creature was first seen back in 1929. This was when 2 local game wardens saw something splashing around in the water. One of the men decided to get his telescope out to see if they could identify what the creature was. Weirdly, the man described seeing a large unidentified beast. The men continued to watch the creature and couldn't believe what they were witnessing. They described the monster as resting on the surface of the lake for around 10 minutes before slowly making its way back into the depths. What's interesting about this sighting is that it was reported 4 years before the first Nessie encounter. After this, it would only be a year before another eyewitness laid eyes on the creature. This witness was a fisherman who was trying to catch some of the local pike. During this session, however, he described seeing a large unidentified creature swimming close to where he was fishing. He described it as an 18-foot-long creature that was barely below the surface of the water. He decided to take a boat out to see if he could get a better look at the creature. Turns out it was only around 60 feet away from the shore. He described it as looking like a long serpent, having a longish neck and large body. After venturing out into the loch, he then said that he was able to compare the size of it to the boat and estimated it was over 20 feet in length. After observing it for a few minutes, the creature quickly made its way into the depths. The man stayed out for over an hour in the hopes of seeing the creature again, but it wouldn't come to the surface for the rest of the day. Theories for what this cryptid is range from an ancient plesiosaur to modern-day wildlife. However, as some have pointed out, it's hard to match this creature to anything living in the loch today. The only thing it could be is that of an eel, but as some have pointed out, eels in the loch do not grow to the lengths that are being reported, leaving some to speculate that there could be an ancient creature inhabiting the loch that has somehow found a way to survive for all these years. Every so often, someone does report seeing this creature, but as of today, there's no evidence of the creature's existence. Chessy. For many years now, reports have been coming out of Chesapeake Bay of a mysterious creature. The locals have been seeing them for years, and word quickly spread about the alleged creatures being witnessed. It's been called the Chessy, and it's said to look like a large serpent-like creature. The creature is described as looking like a giant snake but lacking flippers. Over the years, people have been able to get a good look at the creature, and those who have witnessed it have said it was over 35 feet in length, with some reports saying the creature can reach 40 feet. The creature can often be seen moving through the water, however it's said that it doesn't like humans and that if you try to approach it, it will quickly vanish. Photographs have been presented which allegedly show the creature in its natural habitat. However, after being sent off for further analysis, it was revealed that the animal in the photograph was in fact a manatee. With that being said, it does look like Chessy is one of the most photographed cryptids out there, with various photographs allegedly showing the creature. In fact, one photograph was confirmed by US Geological Survey biologists. Going back to 1943, two fishermen noticed something strange in the water. They decided to investigate what it was and were surprised at what they saw. As they approached, they said it was around 80 yards from their boat, and at first glance it appeared as though it was floating. As they got closer, they could tell the body of the animal was black and its total length was around 12 feet. They quickly left the area after not being able to identify the creature. Over the years, there have been a number of people claiming the creature is a hoax. This is because people have been witnessed placing toys in the water and then taking photos of them. With that being said, there are those that think the creature is genuine, with others saying that it could be some type of undiscovered animal. Skeptics, however, suggest that Chessy isn't a cryptid, but is a rather large snake. They point to the fact that what eyewitnesses are describing is a snake, and that under certain conditions, these animals can take on the appearance of water serpents. However, locals have said this isn't the case and that Chessy is a real creature. As of right now, Chessy remains a mystery and to this day is still being reported by locals. The Australian Bunyip. Described as one of the strangest creatures in Aboriginal myth, the Bunyip of Australia seems to be a monster that borders more on the supernatural than on the natural. Though many Aboriginal drawings will depict a panther-like creature as the Bunyip, the truth surrounding the Bunyip is that the creature has no true physical form and has the ability to shapeshift into a creature of any kind. This has led many of the Aboriginal people to telling stories of the Bunyip taking strange forms such as that of a large flying starfish, a creature with large tusks and the face of a dog, a large bear-like creature, and even that of a large man. Its normal form is believed to be nothing more than a strange ball of light that leads many to believe that perhaps the creature is more of a manifested spirit, with some suggesting it has the ability to take physical forms of any kind. Additionally, the spirit is believed to live in the waters of Australia, usually having surfaced or exited from a body of water such as a river, lake, or shoreline. Though the majority of the information surrounding the Bunyip is that gathered from stories and legends of the Aboriginal people, there has also been a number of reports from old British trade ships during the first days of inhabiting the Australian area, leading to a number of written reports surrounding the dangers of the creature and encounters from merchants and officers. This has led many to believe that perhaps there was some sort of creature that was targeting ships or movement in the water, though researchers are uncertain what it could have been. Today, there are still reports on the Bunyip creature all throughout Australia, leaving many to wonder that perhaps the creature is still residing in the waters in the modern era. The Lizardman of Scape or Swamp. Back in 1988, a 17-year-old local resident known as Christopher Davis claimed to have encountered something otherworldly. This encounter happened near the location of Scape or Swamp. He details that he hit a creature that was described as being green, completely wet, 7 feet tall, had the skin of a lizard, possessed 3 fingers on both hands, had wide glowing red eyes, and was covered from head to toe in snake-like scales. This creature would later be referred to by locals as the Lizardman of the Scape or Swamp, and further sightings of the creature would continue for years to come. Over the years, many claimed to have spotted the creature and even occasionally having direct encounters with it. Some have seen this creature on the roads located nearby the scape or swamp, while others claimed that they had even encountered the Lizardman more than a few miles away from the swamp. This would eventually lead to so many sightings of the creature that a local radio station offered a $1 million reward to anybody that could capture the creature alive and bring it to the radio station. Though many people believed it to be nothing more than a publicity stunt, the seriousness of the creature would later be the focus of the nearby military base. An airman known as Kenneth Orr that worked at the nearby Shaw Air Force Base would go on to file a police report claiming that he had encountered the Lizardman located off of Highway 15. He believed he had wounded the creature but couldn't locate its body. Despite the police report and the proof of a number of scales and blood being found at the location, Kenneth Orr was arrested for attempting to file a false police report. This has led many to believe that though the military may be actively looking for this creature, they are also working to cover up the existence of the Lizardman to prevent mass panic. But what do you all think of these strange encounters with alleged river monsters? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.